The New York Giants. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone!
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with. 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give to Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney! Gone!
On the handoff, this is Taylor. Fighting through. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Gone!
Taylor.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
Yeah, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Fighting his way through contact. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw here. Oh, he rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to...
Looking to shot for Woods, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Packers give him nowhere to
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure he's got...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly, here we go! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Right there, 54 Mike. Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the...
Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
No, check, Patriot!
They begin with a run by Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Powell on the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Detroit!
A first down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Completes it to Powell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Here's Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gone.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And now running right through it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
They're going to try and run. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current form, it's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Patriot! Leopard! Detroit!
The give to Taylor. Oh, look at that. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
No, check.
He'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Detroit!
On third down, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey. Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Powell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Back to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Right side complete. That's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll set up a throw. And he fends him off. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
No. Check. Patriot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Finding room inside the 40. 23 yards on the... They take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So... Back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the